rainbows. It's Tuesday again, guys, which means it's time for me to make a cake. So this week, I'm caking up a rainbow. I think we all need a rainbow. A portion of this video is an ad for Crush Saga by King. That's a name. Let's just change this channel name, Queen.
Queen. I love it.
Do it. I'll get my scepter. To make this cake, I started by preparing 12 pounds of my ultimate vanilla batter. Then I divided my batter into 7 bowls and dyed each one a color of the rainbow. So, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, which is really indigo, purple, which is really violet, and then of course, you know there's the ultraviolet, so I just use pink. I don't know how to make buttercream you can't see. You know what I mean? I don't know how to make buttercream that's not visible to the human eye. Yet.
Step it up.
I've failed. We can't change the channel name to Queen, obviously. Now that all 7 bowls of my batter are colored, I'm going to pour each color in its own 8-inch round pan and bake it. And now it's time to remove them from their pans, level them, cut off the caramelization from the bottom, and then I'm gonna place a 7-inch round pan upside down on top as a template or a guide, and cut the caramelization away from the sides. The object of the game when removing all the caramelization is to get rid of that yellowy brown color. And on colored cakes, the caramelization can be really weird colors. I mean, there's no brown or moss green in a rainbow. People wouldn't react to them as strongly, I feel. You know what I mean? Look at that beautiful brown and moss green line in the sky. We need bright, beautiful colors here. Now I have 7 beautiful round layers of colorful cake. And Sir Squeeze is here to help me simple syrup them all.
It's like a rain shower, Neil.
Sir Squeeze is like the rain on the rainbow. Because you know how rainbows, there needs to be moisture droplets in the air. I remember this from grade school science. Moisture droplets and sunshine. The simple syrup has soaked in, and now it is time to fill and stack these beautiful layers with Italian meringue buttercream. I'm keeping it natural because those beautiful white lines are gonna look great between all the color. I'm gonna fill and stack my cake in reverse order so that when it's done, it's in the correct rainbow order from top to bottom.
There's a correct rainbow order?
Yeah, and do you know there's an acronym for it, and it's not very helpful because I can never remember it. Roy G. Biv. Yeah, it's an actual thing. Look.
Roy Gibbon?
Roy, yeah. It has a wiki page. Just rolls off the tongue.
Whoever's in charge of rainbows.
Honestly, we need a better acronym. May I please speak to the leader of rainbows? Yes, I'll hold. And if any of you know the manager of rainbows, maybe it's your dad or your uncle, let me know in the comments.
You know, why do you assume it's a man?
Correct. Why did I assume that? Maybe it's your mom, your aunt, maybe it's you. If it's you, leave a rainbow emoji. It looks good naked. Like, it looks really good as just a naked cake, but no, we need more rainbow. So I'm going to crumb coat this whole cake with more Italian meringue buttercream and let it chill. I was very careful preparing these cakes because there could have been a lot of cross-color crumb contamination. Now that is an acronym you can remember, CCCC. So I don't stand for colored crumb cross. Wait, did I just?
The acronym's good, but the
That's why the acronym is brilliant, because even if you mix up the words, still works. They're all those crumbs, no matter what color they are stuck to the cake in the crumb coat, and I want to make sure I let it chill long enough. I'm planning to put a rainbow on top of this cake. This is rainbowception at its best. Rainbow on top, rainbow on the outside, rainbow on the inside, rainbows everywhere. So I need to create a base for a rainbow out of gum paste. I'm rolling my gum paste nice and thin, and I made myself a template. surprise. So I'm cutting this letter U out of gum paste. I'm gonna make more than one just in case and let it dry. You can do this days ahead. In fact, the sooner you do it, the better. I also want to make clouds to sit at the base of my rainbow. For this, I'm just using some white fondant. If your white fondant is really soft, you can knead it together with gum paste to make 50-50, and then just roll random size balls of fondant and put them on a board and let them set. We'll cluster these all later and make clouds. Cluster clouds, isn't that a type of cloud?
I think so.
Or is that a type of headache?
It is.
No, I'm thinking about cumulus clouds.
Yeah.
Yeah, cluster clouds are the less scientific clouds. Nobody talks about them. It's time to ice my cake. This time I'm going to make sure to use a bench scraper because what I'm setting is the foundation for the next step. So I'm going in with my Italian meringue buttercream, icing the sides, icing the top, and I'm going to use a nice tall scraper to get them all smooth. My cake is chilled once again, and the next step is to use a cake comb so that I can create rainbow stripes on this cake. I'm using a comb that has several sort of notches cut out. Notches? Yeah, that makes sense. And what I need to do is ice my cake with a spatula and then run this comb around the side the same way I use a bench scraper, and you will see it create the grooves in the cake.
Ooh, groovy
Grooves,
cakes.
but they're nice straight grooves. Do you understand?
I know, we know how you feel about straight lines.
Yes. The most important part here, once you're happy, is to make sure to chill your cake very, very well. This is very important. And in the meantime, we can color buttercream. I only need 6 colors of buttercream because my 7th color I'm gonna use in another way. I'm not telling you right now. Guess what colors? Roy Gabiv, you got it. You got it.
Is it Roy Gabiv?
Or is it like Roy G. Biv? Roy G. I don't know. I'm going to place each color into a piping bag. And now it's time to pipe my colors into the grooves. So the comb I have made very wide grooves. In each groove, I'm going to pipe 2 colors.
What?
Yes! You know, doing this, I was worried about this technique because the truth is I have 2 different cake combs that could have worked, and I wrestled because one comb only gave me 5 grooves on the cake, which means the 5 grooves plus my plan for the next color, I'd still be omitting 1 color. And then, no, I would have no Roy G. Biv. I need to use a bench scraper and scrape all the way around the cake to remove the excess colored buttercream and leave the striped effect.
Dun, dun, dun.
Listen, you know what the truth is? Rainbows, when they're drawn and illustrated, they're perfect stripes. But when you see them in the air, that's not really what you see, is it?
No, it's more like a soft blend.
Yes, it's like they meld into each other. So
Yeah.
that's what I was going for.
We'll see.
Part of me does wish that my colored stripes on the side of the cake were straighter, but I'm gonna get over it. I can't straighten everything, except this portion of my video is an ad for Candy Crush Saga by King. But for real, guys, this game, the best thing about Candy Crush is all you do is line things up in a perfect line, and then they disappear as if you checked it off a list. Woo! Candy Crush Saga is featuring real players inside the game. This special event celebrates candy players and the reasons they love to crush. You already know why I love to crush. Candy Crush has designed some special levels inspired by these players. Pass each level to win rewards and complete them all to unlock a booster bundle. Play now. Click down below to download the game absolutely free. And guys, let me know in the comments below what you think of the new in-game feature when you play Candy Crush. And tell me why you love to crush. It's because you love straight times have I lined up candy on a cake? So I get to do that, but on my phone. It's like cake prep. Thanks to Crush Saga by King for sponsoring this portion of my video. I'm still on hold for the manager of rainbows. This is ridiculous.
I'm sorry, he's somewhere over the rainbow. I'll get back to you.
So now, once again, guess what? I need to let this cake chill. And in the meantime, I'm gonna work on my rainbow topper. You might have guessed, you've seen me work with fondant before. I have all 7 colors of the rainbow in fondant ready to go. And I'm going to soften them, feed them into my clay extruder, and extrude all 7 colors. Good times, good times. So I clay extrude all the colors of the rainbow. You know what they are, everybody. Say it with me. Roy G. Biv. Red, orange, yellow. Well, really it's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. I'm technically breaking the rules because I've made Roy G. Because I did Roy G. It's even catchier. And now I'm gonna brush the surface of those gum paste back plates that I made and carefully line my fondant tubes up on the gum paste like a rainbow. I'll add the red cords later to cover up the exposed gum paste. I'm making 2 of these rainbows and I'm gonna glue them together back to back. That way this rainbow is 360. That's what I love about rainbows. Don't you notice when you see a rainbow and you keep driving, it's as if it's coming with you? I love that.
They're actually full circles.
They're full circles, yep.
Yeah, we rarely see the full circle, but yeah, it's cool.
I like it. It's time to add the How to Cake It Pink to this rainbow cake, and I'm using a cake drip in order to do that. But first, I think I'm gonna flip this whole cake over. The pink drip will look so much better if the top of the cake is white. I need to quickly crumb coat what is now the top of my cake. So it's in a squeezy bottle, and all I'm going to do is have my cake on my Lazy Susan, and then the first thing I wanna do is squeeze the bottle around the edge so that I can control, there I go again, control the drip down the sides of the cake. I mean, I don't want to cover all the beautiful rainbow stripes, but I want pink on this cake. You need to work kind of quickly because once you get all the way around, you then have to squeeze more drip onto the surface of the cake and use a spatula to spread it out to the edges. It looks as if you've poured this pink cake drip on top and it just naturally flowed down the sides in perfect lines. I'm going to make pilot holes in the top of my pink drip so I can insert my rainbow later. I don't want this beautiful pink drip to crack. And now it's time to add my gum paste rainbow. This rainbow looks so gorgeous, but of course I need to add my red clay extruded pieces to the top, and I'm gonna add an extra pink cord underneath. Now all the gum paste is covered. You can't have a rainbow without cluster clouds. For those of you who are confused, cluster clouds exist only on this cake and are made of fondant. I have a little bit of royal icing in a piping bag just to help glue each one of the balls to each other so they don't roll off, but have fun with it. They're meant to look sort of whimsical and cartoony and just to cover the base of the rainbow.
Yo, it's the end of the rainbow.
I know. It's the end. It is not the end of the rainbow because we're gonna cut it and there's a rainbow inside.
True, 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 true.
Before I cut into this cake and reveal the rainbowception that it is, please subscribe to this channel. You guys are the rainbow on the channel. You're the rainbow to my cluster cloud. I need you to join us here. If you need more cake before next Tuesday, click here.